Hello gamers, it's SoftKitty99 and today we're going to head to the Dragon Isles with our new Dracthyr. The Call of the Isles. Meet Toddy Whiskers at Stormwind Harbour. So here we are at Stormwind Harbour. Are you ready for the adventure of a lifetime? I know I sure am. Our allies have gathered and supplies are loaded, so what are you waiting for? Meet me at the Stormwind docks. It's time to set sail for the Dragon Isles. Hi Toddy.
Let's see what you've got.
You sure look ready. Let's get underway. I hope that doggy's not trying to eat Toddy. To the Dragon Isles. Great news, Braith. The spearhead of our expedition has made landfall in the Dragon Isles. Thanks to the efforts of yourself and other Dragon Scale expedition members, we've established a protected landing site and made contact with the Dragonflight's embassy. Are you prepared to accompany us on our next voyage to the Dragon Isles? Quest objective: ride the rugged Dragon Scale to the Dragon Isles from Stormwind Harbour. So here we are, we're ready to get on the boat and head to the Dragon Isles.
The expedition boat shouldn't be long now. Make a friend or two while you wait for it.
Oh, she wants us to make friends with people. There's quite a few people waiting for the boat. The boat timer here, so 36 seconds left. Tread carefully, old friend. The world as we know it is changing, isn't it always? And sometimes you really wish things would stay the same, don't you? Because then you're comfortable with where it is, but change is supposed to be very good for us. Everything's set for the expedition. Our scouting crew's got a wee base built on the shores, and our ship's hauling crew and supplies over non-stop. Stick close, the rugged Dragon Scale will be here soon to pick us up. That's quite hard to say, actually. Rugged Dragon Scale, rugged Dragon Scale, rugged Dragon Scale. That's hard to say.
Ah, the rugged Dragon Scale. All aboard for adventure, my friends. Ah, corkscrews! The boat ruined my perfect shot! I almost had it.
Oh, the people we
lots of pictures in the Dragon Isles, Wolford.
The people that we recruited are all coming in. Look.
Wonders we'll be discovering.
I still say we could have crammed into my mole machine and gotten there faster.
Phelan wants to take the mole machine.
Dracthyr would rather fly home than ride a wooden vessel as it drifts upon the waves. But I pledged to accompany your expedition, so waves it is.
Yeah, so we've got our little crew of people that we recruited. And Toddy, who told us to recruit them. And our dragon friend that we came in from the Dragon Isles with.
Surely one of your airships would be faster than plodding along in this boat.
You really want to fly an airship into a sky full of dragons, Ensign?
Yeah.
Besides, our tight sages are putting in work.
I suppose that is an understandable fear for a flightless creature.
Do you want to take an airship into a sky full of dragons? That's actually a good point, but the Horde actually are taking an airship in. So the Alliance are taking the boat because they think it's safer than taking to the air when an air full of dragons. And the Horde are braving the dragons-filled skies by taking the airship. Interesting choice of thought process there, isn't it, for the two different factions? So let's have a quick look round the boat.
You wish to buy, trade?
So if you forgot to buy
That's enough
food
gabbing for
and
me
drink, you can
today.
probably pick it up here on the boat by the looks of it there, look. Some people catching a nap. Use the heads.
Looky there, Wild Feather. A whole new land to explore.
Mountains to climb. Ruins to delve.
See, everyone's got their own
New
expertise.
species to discover.
See, there, they'll tell you what they're
Award-winning
most
photographs
interested
to
in.
take. Famous dragon autographs to acquire.
Dragon autographs?
Far above normal
Oh, we can go to the lookout
Focus.
post to see.
Obsidian borders. Stay alert on approach.
It's quite foggy, look. Well, there's lots and lots of ruins in very precarious places that only winged creatures could reach. And some of them look completely impractical because they're very narrow, so they're not really usable, are they? Especially by a big creature like a dragon. Those towers are very, very small. Right, so there's the Horde landing spot there, and there's the Alliance one over here. So we're right next to each other. You can actually swim just across the estuary to each other's place, but you don't want to do that, obviously, because if there's guards, they'll probably attack us. Right, time to get off the boat. If we can see to get off the boat. It looks like there's a gap. Mind the gap. And there's the Dockmaster to go back to Stormwind if you want to ride the boat. Oh, our friends are heading this way. And that's where we turn in our quest.
Have you seen my wrench anywhere?
So if we follow the NPCs, there's quite a lot of little verbal interactions that they do with each other. It's so easy to miss. Welcome to the Dragon Isles. Hey, did that monkey just throw a banana at our people? Oi monkey, watch it. You have to watch that monkey, keep an eye on him. Explorers in peril. Don't mistake the expedition's scholarly pursuits as timidness, Braith. We're not recluses studying books in far-off towers. We are adventurers, hunting down knowledge first-hand in every corner of Azeroth. That monkey did throw a banana and then he laughed, look. That same passion for adventure often leads us into the path of perils and hazards, and a few expedition members have bitten off a little more than they could chew. But hey, the danger makes it more fun! Quest objective: rescue 3 Dragon Scale Expedition members in the Wild Coast. So 3 people have already got themselves into trouble and we've only just arrived. You will unlock access to the Dragon Scale Expedition Renown and you'll get 250 rep for the Dragon Scale Expedition. Okay, so this is our first reputation farm, and they're renown tracks this time, rather than the standard way that reputation used to work in the other expansions. Primal pests. Azurathel glances suspiciously at the proto-dragons lurking on the ridge behind him. I'd swear that those proto-dragons edge closer to camp every time I turn my back. Those are not the dragons Rathian invited us here to meet. Proto-dragons are ruthless predators who cannot be reasoned with. We must be ruthless in return. Cull their numbers to keep their ambitions in check, or this expedition will be over before it begins. Kill 10 primal proto-drakes on the Wild Coast.
The obsidian borders stand proud.
Oh, there they are, look. They're right up behind us.
How can I help you?
Thalen is busy tinkering with a gadget in his hands. These explorers are throwing around their grappling hooks by hand. Can you believe that? Imagine if the grappling hook could launch itself automatically when you needed it most. Oh, bless him. He's doing advanced tinkering.
Have a good one.
Practice materials. The proto-drakes here are unlike any I've seen before. Their scales appear to be naturally flame-resistant, stronger than steel, and don't lose flexibility in the process. Incredible! The artisans are clamouring to get their hands on some to work with. Start with the whelps. The smaller scales should be more pliable until we've mastered our techniques with them. Collect 15 primal proto-whelp scales. Okie dokie, we will do that. We've got to call the bigger dragons, and now he wants us to take out the little dragons.
Rathian said he would meet us at the embassy atop the hill.
It may be under attack. If it is, then I will be ready to defend my allies.
Okay, so wherever we go, I think it's always a good idea to maybe stop for a second or two, just to see if there's any interactions, because some of the interactions would be so easy to miss, wouldn't they? And then there's quite a bit of interesting story in them. Right, so here's our innkeeper, so let's set our hearthstone in case we need to come back here. Though it sounds like we're going to go up the hill, so you can get food and drink here again. Not sure I need that at the moment.
You have a great day.
We can always come back and get it if we need it. And then here we've got, fishing trainer. First profession we can learn. Just imagine the kind of fish we might find here. dragonfish, proto-dragonfish, or better yet, forbidden fish that the dragons have been hiding away for centuries. I think she's a little bit excited about fishing. Dragon Isles fishing.
Time for an equipment check.
Come to join the hunt. I mean the fishing hunt. Danielle adjusts her grip on her fishing rod with an awkward cough. You look like you know a thing or two about fishing anyway. Here, let me show you how fishing works on these isles. So there we go, we can learn our first profession, I think fishing, right here at the start. So we'll learn that. Let's see, 100 gold to learn professions then here.
Keep me updated.
Alright, so it gave us access to quite a few different schools of fish, so we can now fish quite a few different fish schools. We haven't got a fishing rod. See, there's one there with a fishing skill of 10 on it. I'd quite like to pick that up because we can equip the profession tools now, can't we, on the profession tabs. So we'll start with the level 1 fishing rod, and do you know what, I think we'll take like a few casts here. Maybe we'll go up to fishing skill of 10 so we can get a slightly better rod from here, and then we will see what sort of fish we can get from here. So what we want is this journal, I think, and then yeah, there you go. So on the top right hand corner of the journal you can equip a fishing item, and then you don't have to go in your bags to equip the skill item anymore. You just press the skill. So when you press fishing, it will automatically then equip the fishing rod that you've got equipped in that little top right hand corner of the fishing journal, and it'll do that with all the different professions. So if you've got a skinning knife, you put it in that top right hand slot again. Now a lot of the other professions have got a couple of slots for gear pieces as well, and they're different gear pieces depending on what your profession is, so there's a lot of variation between the different professions, and most of the items that you will use for the professions can be made by various professions, and a few can be purchased from NPCs around the Isles, and we'll find those as we go. Right, so we found a cerulean spinefish, which is a common fish, and then we found the Isle-fin Dorado, which is a green, so I'm assuming the green is the rarer fish for the Isles. And then this one, the scale belly mackerel, you can throw it back to gain a small buff for 5 minutes to your fishing skill. But it also says it's a crafting material, so I don't think a skill up of 5 skill for just 5 fishing skill increase for just 5 minutes is worth throwing back a fish that maybe we'll be using for cooking. So I'm going to hang on to them all at the moment, but if you are having trouble fishing stuff up, maybe you'd want to throw a couple in just to get a little bit of a buff to your fishing skill, especially if it stacks. The way the wording is, it implies that it might stack. That's something we'll test out later on, I think, or we'll wait for somebody else to test it. I haven't actually looked at an awful lot of information on the Dragon Isles because I wanted to go in blind, because I just want to enjoy the experience and have a lot of fun with it. So we'll go to a fishing skill of 10 and we'll see what kind of fish we've got. Ooh, you can open the clams to get, like, shellfish, clam meat and stuff out of them. Oh, so definitely keep an eye on what items you pick up. Yeah, so the dual-spined clam shell gave us 2 mollusk meat, ribbed mollusk meat. So, yeah, that's interesting then. So there are items to open up to get cooking supplies. So we've got 4 different types of fish and clam meat right on the starting coast, so that's quite interesting. We'll need to seek out a cooking trainer to see exactly what materials we're going to need for the different cooking recipes and things. But I think here and there we might just stop and just see if we pick up different types of fish, because this I would imagine classes as saltwater because we're on the coast, because we've just come in on the boat, and then we might try a river. And somebody said you could fish in lava pools and get things like rock salt and stuff, so I'm assuming that's going to be a... ooh, another one. Allerton
What can I do for you?
sea moth. Okay, so we've got 5 different types of potential cooking materials from here. So let's get that slightly better fishing rod. That's got a +10 fishing skill on it, so we'll equip that instead. So the fishing journal, we'll swap that one in. And we'll sell the old one.
Back to work.
Right, so we're not going to keep fishing because I don't want you to get bored. I think 10 fishing skill is more than enough for an early video. Right, I've actually not equipped. You have to forgive me if I muck up the fighting with the classes here because everything's brand new. I have copied someone else's talent plan and I haven't even tried it out on a test dummy, and it appears that I've missed a couple of missed at least one ability from my action bar. So hang on, let me just double check that we've got them all. No, there's another one here. What's that one? Right, so that's crowd control. I buffed the crowd control. Okay, let's put that over here next to the other crowd control stuff. So yeah, I'm bound to mess up quite a lot here as we begin, and I might need to change my action bars and things around. So there we go. As soon as you do an ability, that should re-equip your weapon from your fishing rod or whatever other profession thing you've got on. So it should automatically swap between the two. So that should be quite good. Right, so we need to fight whelps and proto-dragons. Right, there's a whelp and a proto-dragon here, so we'll start with those. The guards have done most of the work on those two for us. Right. Yep, the spells are in different positions from when we did the starting zone, so I'm now pressing the wrong buttons and I'm not quite sure which spells do what. So we'll be testing out as we go what spells do what, and hopefully we'll figure out a better rotation and we'll figure out what does what, and then maybe we'll move things around. I don't know. There's a lot of them flying around there. What if I knew which spell did what, I would have lobbed something at them. See if
Too far away.
higher. Hello, little ones. We have to fight you because they picked a fight with me. These little ones picked a fight with me. I'm a lot bigger than you.
I am
Right, so
out
what
of
should we do?
range.
We'll just use the heal spell to take out the end there. Wow, there's a lot of these dragons, aren't there? Or should I say proto-dragons? The forerunner of the dragon, the much more animalistic version of the dragon. There's a lot of them, but they're kind of the apex predator, haven't they? Since the dragons have been gone, there's been nobody around to call their numbers, so they've been allowed to multiply as much as they want, aren't they? So there shouldn't be a problem getting 2 of the quests done. So thin the numbers of proto-dragons and grab the scales for the artisans to have a go with. Oh look, we've got friends here. Now, although people are saying Shadow Priests are not very good, that Shadow Priest there seemed to be doing an awful lot of damage very quickly. Yeah, look, see, their numbers are fine. There's been a lot of changes recently though, haven't there? So, to be honest, a lot of the suggestions of what classes may be good and may not be good could be completely out of date quite quickly, because even up until the day before launch, changes were being made to the balance of classes. So if any of the tier lists you're looking at are older than after the launch, they're possibly completely out of date because so many changes have been made. I'm not sure where all the classes are sitting anymore. And I have to be honest, I think the Dracthyr are feeling a little bit stronger than they did on the beta, so that's really good news. I cannot pick the herb, I need to learn herbalism. So, that is a look at one of our first herb that we've managed to see, but we can't pick it up. Somebody else has managed to pick it up though, so other people are herbalising already. I am actually a few days behind, to be honest. The plan was that I would level my first character with some friends of mine, and 3 of us would level together. We'd have a tank, a healer, and I would be taking the mage as a DPS, so we would have level as a group of 3. But this week's been very busy for everybody. Everybody's had a few things they needed to do, so we've only actually managed to get as far as learning dragon riding. We haven't managed to get any further than that. So I thought the best thing to do is not wait until the first person's through, but to take my Dracthyr through and start making videos for you with that. We'll do the full playthrough of all the quests I can possibly find on this character that they can do solo. It's going to be a long-term project. I'll probably do a couple of videos of it every week, so hopefully we'll have got to the end before the expansion finishes. But it's going to be a Let's Play where we try and do everything on the new Dracthyr. So keep tuned for that, or keep coming back to this. Try and get at least 2 episodes out every week for you of this. And then I'll try and put out a few videos of other things alongside it, that when I can think of something to do and when I can find the time to make them. And I do intend also to keep doing the playthrough of the levelling in Wrath of the Lich King Classic, but that will be a non-commentated one, and I will do the videos as and when I can find time to do it. So I haven't forgotten, I'm still going to work on it, and I am still going to be making videos for playthroughs of House Flipper as well. I will eventually get the Animal Sanctuary completed. I was hoping to have it done before Christmas. We will have to see if I can find time to do that. I'd really like that Lob the Fireball spell. I really like that. It's so much fun because you get that lovely lobbing fireball through the air, and then it's got a satisfying explosion when it hits things. So it's probably better to throw it into a group of mobs. I think it splashes. It looks like it should splash damage, so that looks quite good. I don't know if I can throw it up in the air though, because it looks like it has to impact the ground to me. I don't know. That could be really fun if you can throw it at things in the air and kind of get an AoE effect in the air. That could be really fun. I'm not quite sure which way to go. There looks like there's a rare spawn somewhere up that hill. I've heard a suggestion that maybe you shouldn't kill rare spawns too early, because some of them can drop pieces of gear, and the gear will scale to whatever level you are when you kill it. So I don't know if you can keep killing the rare spawns and get more pieces of gear off them. Let me know in the comments if you know whether you can keep killing them like once a day and still get loot every time, because I don't want to waste the chance of some possibly higher item level if they're only one-time loot items. Right, we've got the whelp scales that we need. So what are we missing? We just need to find the expedition members that got themselves into trouble then, don't we? So it looks like there's one over round this way, so if we kind of go around this rock, then we're going to have to fight anybody that gets in our way. We don't need to fight them for the quests anymore, but we do need to get to the expedition members that have got themselves into trouble. So we will have to fight whatever we walk into. But we're getting experience for doing that anyway. And we've got, what, about half a level of experience bonus, so if we're only doing a couple of episodes a week, we might be able to keep the experience bar ticking. But then if we're going to do all the quests anyway, that's not going to be important. But if you're levelling multiple alts for different professions and things, or just because you want to play different classes, you will level faster, obviously, if you keep waiting for the rest bonus to fill up. Right, which way? Oh, this way, this way. Oh, look. Is that, like, bones that look highlighted there? Is the person there? Maybe. Well, we're going to have to fight a few more whelps and things to get to them. Yes, it looks like they might be trapped inside the bones. Actually, I don't know if they're trapped inside the bones or if they're hiding inside the bones to stop the dragons getting to them. Oh, bless. They are hiding. Right, and then the other one should be in this direction. Which way round do I want to go? Up and round this way, maybe? Just trying to follow the markers on the map. Yeah, so which way will we go? We were going round this way, weren't we? Around the rocks in this direction. I think where we want to go is kind of behind that pile of rocks, just to our right here. Oh look, there's a watcher there up on the cliff. Oh, it's one of the broken ones. He couldn't wake up. Oh, so sad. Right, so we want to go round to the right, behind that rock. Ooh. Oh wait, are they being carried round by the little babies? I think they are. Right, let's finish this fight first. I think the babies are trying to abduct someone, look. Right, we're going to have to fight this little pack of little ones down here. Yes, so the little fireball definitely does AoE damage. I haven't tested it in the air yet, have we? Watch me keep forgetting to do it. I think what we'll try and do is keep going until we can turn all of these quests in, and then we might break the video there. And we'll try and do things in sections. Don't really want the videos to go too much longer than half an hour, because I think sometimes that makes the video a little bit long. Right, so we've got him. Oh, he thought he was going to be dragon food. Yeah, we don't want you to be dragon food. Luckily he was quite bulky and the two little guys couldn't lift him too far off the ground so we could get him through. I'm trying to figure out how we need to... I think we need to go up the path over there at the other side of the lava. So we need to kind of backtrack a little bit. So we didn't efficiently do the quest because we should have come this way first and then got up the hill, and we kind of went part way up the hill and then backtracked and came down here. But that's because we don't really know what we're doing yet. It's very early in the expansion. It's not been a week yet, has it? No, it's not been a week yet. Oh, gosh, it's not been a week yet. It's been a very busy week, though. Oh, look, dragon riding. No, I don't think that I can see the marker for the rare spawn in that cave. I just wondered if that cave might be where the rare spawn was, but I don't think so. Anyway, we're going to skip a lot of the rare spawns, maybe, until we get more info about how they work here. Though, to be honest, it's not really going to make that big of a deal whether you kill them now or later. Because gearing's supposed to be a lot easier here, and professions are supposed to be quite useful for gearing, so I don't think item level is going to be quite such a problem as it could have been in some of the other expansions. I think the main thing to do is just to have a lot of fun, and that's kind of why I'm coming in blind here to the Dracthyr. I don't know how I'm playing it, don't really know what I'm doing with the questing. It's the process of learning, isn't it? It's the fun bit. Once you know where everything is and everything's too easy, you're not having fun, you're not learning. Right, so that's the cave where we went down to get the other person, isn't it? So that would have been the efficient way to do it for later. See if we can file that away for later when we've got alts we want to do quick. So I think we want to go up the stairs, and that's where we can turn in. Right, so we'll turn these in, introduce ourselves to this new spot.
I am honoured to make your acquaintance, Syndrax.
Oh, this looks like a camp. Good. Let's turn these in then.
What adventure brings you here? Can I join?
Explorers in peril. The dragons are nay here to meet us, like Rathian said they would. Right, we unlock the
See you at the next
expedition.
adventure.
Where is Rathian? Wonder where Rathian is. He said he'd be here waiting for us with an ambassador of Alexstrasza the Lifebinder, Queen of the Dragons. It doesn't seem like a dragon to break a promise. No, it doesn't, does it? Well, at least this eager wee draconid is here to welcome us. Can you talk to him and find out when the others are going to arrive? Ask Sendrax when the dragons are expected
Let's get
to
moving.
arrive.
Plenty to be done.
Hello, Sendrax.
Welcome to the Dragon Isles.
It is truly an honour to be the first member of the Dragonflights to welcome you to these shores. I am Cadet Sendrax. Please forgive my nerves. This is my first assignment. Oh, is it first day? And what an incredible assignment it is. Welcome again. Should we shake hands? I believe I read somewhere that mortals like to do that. But you aren't like most mortals, are you? Are you on your first day, Sendrax? Oh, bless. First day person. Right, so we could just go straight for the quest one. Why aren't the dragons here to meet us? But let's have a look at the other options. So this used to be an embassy for mortals. According to my history teacher, yes, thousands of years ago, I think he said. History was never my strength, though. I trust the dragon spawn to tell me what I need to know. You can ask Ambassador Fastras in the embassy tower behind me if you want to learn more. Ah, right, so you are a cadet that obeys orders and expects the higher-ups to tell you what you need to know. Okay. So you've never seen a Dracthyr before? Sendrax looks away quickly. My apologies, was I staring? You must forgive me, but I've never seen any of your kind before. I've heard rumours from the other cadets, but... Sendrax looks sad. It sounds like you've already faced more than your fair share of hardship. I hope that your time here in the Dragon Isles will bring you some comfort. Same as I wish for all the mortals arriving lately. There are so many of them. Oh, bless. So the embassy's been used thousands of years ago and then suddenly it's super busy again. Right, let's ask. Why aren't the dragons here to meet us?
Nice. Yes. I had expected Major Domo Solistra and Rathian to be here by now. But I am honored to be the one to welcome you to the Dragon Isles. On my first real assignment, no less. What good fortune. Oh, do you need my help?
There is
Please enjoy
Rathian.
your time here.
I do not know. As I said, this is my first assignment. Let me think on what to do.
I'm always here to help. Please enjoy your
Bless.
time here.
Right, so we've made it to the first potential little town or hub. So I think what we'll do is we'll cut the video here and come back and do the quests here in the next video. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. From SoftKitty99, goodbye and happy gaming!